Once,
Uh,
yeah, start.
yeah, hi everyone. Firstly, I want to welcome you to the AI session. Let me introduce you to our host Akshay Rajsheakaran. He's one of the biggest AI consultant in Asia, and he has done a lot of big AI summit, been part of multi-millionaire projects, and he's the CEO of Real Knowledge Club. So right now, Akshay is on the mission to impact the life of all the NIT students. So that's why we are doing it, and let us and whatever the Akshay will be saying, listen to it carefully because there will be a lot of opportunities related to startups, related to internships will be disclosed in the session.
Absolutely. Thank you, Samokya, for the introduction. And hey, everyone, welcome once again for this amazing session. Thank you so much for taking your super valuable time. Today being December 29th, Friday, I'm super excited, right? Welcome all the people from NIT, Tirchi, NIT, Calicut, for today's session, right? I'm so grateful because I'm able to share whatever little things, whatever I know to you guys, so that you will be able to impact and make a world a better place to live. And until now, I've spoken to like more than 20 different NITs and like various engineering colleges where I'm able to spread that knowledge, right? And I'm feeling grateful to be part of this session and this infrastructure society. Thank you, Saurabh Sarvagya, for inviting me. Let's get started, right? Congratulations, everyone. You have taken your decision and like you have come over here. You are at the right time at the best place, right? Are you guys, everyone, excited? Tell me excited in the chat, okay? And I want to see everyone, right, typing it because the more energy you give, the more 100% you give, I'll be able to provide my 100% sharing with you things what I have learned in my last few years, right? So that like you will be able to learn it, grasp, and impact, right? And I also want to tell everyone is like make sure that you have your notes, right? Like you take maximum notes and stuff so that it's going to be really benefited for you, right? Yep. And are you guys excited? I want everyone to tell excited in the chat. Uh, awesome. And yeah, and I want to make sure that like you guys use the chat interactive in a positive way because any kind of links or anything, my team will be like constantly monitoring the chat. They will remove them, right? With that being said, I'm super excited. Let's get started, right? What are the things like you will be learning today, right? See, I'll be sharing with you exactly how you will be able to learn with the power of AI, ChatGPT, how you can increase like your income 2x to like 10x, right? How many of you here want to become an entrepreneur? Type in number one in the chat, okay? Or like type in number two if you want to work in a top companies, like whatever you like your dream job, like your dream company. Type two, okay, so that I understand the temperature of this room, right? Like, what's the goal? Like, you're heading towards you want to become an entrepreneur or you want to do a job in a top company, right? Type three if you want to work in a startup companies, right? So that I'll also tell you what are the ways, right? How you can be associated doing internships in your favorite companies, right? Because learning is one of the most important things. Yeah, I can see Jyotsna Bhavan putting number one. That's good, right? The entrepreneurial spirit, because we, the Gen Zs, right? Like today's generation, like today we have like so many things with us. We can do so many things. Do you guys agree or not? Right? I want everyone to interact. Okay. Type in one if you want to become entrepreneur. Type in two if you want to work in your dream company. Type in three if you're looking for internships. Right? I'll be covering all of the three things. Okay. With that being said, I want to know where you guys are joining from. Okay, just type in the comments from which part of India you are, from which place. Just type it in the chat, okay, so that I understand from where you guys are coming from. which city, which place you are coming from, right? Yep. Today we have like people across the India, right? That's good to know. And yeah, where are you joining from? Do let me know. Sibavan from Delhi, that's great. Surat, awesome. Yep, that's good. Delhi, Jaipur, great guys. Bihar, yep. Yeah, it's good to see that people from across India are like joining. I'll make sure that this is going to be one of the best webinars like you would have attended, right? I'm really happy to see that. Haryana. Yep. Now, what I want to know is like, what's your current goal, right? Like, what's your desired goal? As you guys told me, like, you want to achieve, like, become a great entrepreneur or like your career. What's the package like you are looking for, right? Once after you get graduated as an engineer, right? How much do you want to earn, or like, where do you see yourself, right? In the next 1 year, or like 365 days, or like 2 years, right? Do let me know in the chat so that understand clearly where you guys are from. Do let me know in the chat, guys. Okay, awesome. You can see some of you are like messaging me directly. Want to go up? Yep, that's good. See, whatever you are going to learn today, you don't need what is that no marketing or like tech experience required. All is required is like your internet, like your laptop, and like your desktop. If you have these things in place, like you will be able to do whatever you want, right? You don't need some fancy things. All you have to do is like the right intention of like you going to that next level. Like if you have those things in place, like you will be able to achieve whatever you want. And with that being said, let's get started. It does not matter where you are from. I will show you exactly how you will be able to go, right? And if you stay until the end, right, you will be also getting the top 10 prompts and top 10 favorite tools, which you can use it to 10x your productivity, performance, and efficiency, right? Who wants that gift? Type in 2024 in the chat, okay? 2024, that's my New Year gift to you guys, right? So that like you can use those prompts to increase your efficiency, productivity, performance, right? Type in 2024 so that I actually come to know about. I will tell my team to send the gifts to all the people who are going to come into here. Right? Awesome, awesome, beautiful. Yeah, let us get started now. Okay. Yeah. See, and also the most amazing thing what I tell you is I'm also launching a book very soon in this AI era, right? Where I would have interviewed all like billionaire founders, millionaires, or where you will be able to get a book also like sooner, right? I'll be just telling you in the 2024, right? How you will be able to access that book as well, right? With that being said, we are going to get started in today's session. Today you'll be learning exactly about how you can have like a recession proof. Does not matter COVID happens or next something happens, right? With how you have to go about in this era, I'll be telling you, and how you can use AI for your growth, how you can connect it with like-minded people, how you can discover the opportunities, how you can make a world a better place to live, expand your network, right? Everything like you'll be able to learn, right? And yep, let's get started. And see, this session is being recommended by like billionaires like Naveen Jain, and this is what he has to tell. Thank you for spreading this knowledge. And we have tested and proven this session again and again with some of the most incredible people. And this is what people have to tell. Now, first question to you guys, okay? Will AI replace humans in jobs? Let me know, yes or no. I want everyone to answer the phone, right? What you guys think? Will AI replace you or not? Right? Because You guys know the technology is like increasing so rapidly, right? What do you guys think? Will AI replace humans in the jobs? What do you guys think? Or like humans will take over? Right? No, no, no. Absolutely. I can see like so many no's. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. AI not emotionally, but technically. I like that answer. Right? How about others? What do you guys think? That's what like you will be able to learn and get in today's session. And also let me know from which branch are you joining from. Just let me know which branch, right? Are you from mechanical, electrical, electronics, civil department, right? Just type it in the chat, okay? Everyone, which branch you are. Now, like just like a simple example, if I have to tell, what is the situation for like civil engineering, like Deepak is studying civil. Now, let's see, okay? Now, if you just see the stats, branches as per like 2022, like statistics, if you see, even after like so many years of experience, right, like 7 years, 8 years experience, like a civil engineer is not able to earn even like 12 lakhs to 15 lakhs per annum. Do you guys agree or not? Type in yes in the chat, okay? Even after studying so hard, studying in NIT, working so hard, working day in and day out, still engineers are not able to earn even like 12 lakhs to 15 lakhs, right? Yeah. Now we have to make sure that like we have to do something different and like unique so that like we will get an edge, right? And that is what I truly believe. Because even after 8 years experience, we are not getting a proper salary or like dream job also, right? That's the current scenario. Now, why am I stressing so much about these things? Like if you just see the statistics, AI is going to be the biggest threat than automation to millions of job seekers. The Economic Times, one of the biggest newspaper headline, tells about this thing, right? Not just that. ChatGPT is going to fuel 1.3 trillion AI market by 2032. See, AI is not just going to be like $1 billion, but $1 trillion. Can you guys even imagine it? Right? Type in crazy in the chat if you think it is crazy. Because AI is becoming so smarter and smarter every single day. Like you will be able to do like so many things if you know exactly what to do. And have you guys heard of this, right? Like prompt engineering. It came from nowhere and today some of the highest packages in the industry like prompt engineers like prompt engineering they are able to get it, right? Not the CS engineering, not the electrical electronics. Me being engineer myself, right? I got graduated from Reva University Bangalore, right, in 2019. How many of you are from Bangalore? Type in yes in the chat, right? Now, I realized I have to do something different. I need to learn more different skills than just my engineering because you guys must have heard this quote, right? In a Bangalore, if you throw a stone, either it is going to hit like a doctor or engineer. How many of you have heard of that quote? Because there is so much surplus amount of engineers, right? In early 2000, there were like very few engineers. When our parents were like engineers or something, there was no much demand. But today, everybody, every nook and corner, somebody is like engineer, right? And the value is going down. You guys agree or no? Right? And that's why you have to learn certain skills which is irreplaceable. You should get unfair advantages, and that is what can help you to go to that next level. And if you see from engineers, they're earning $3,75,000 a year, right? And that is what is the main benefit. 300 million jobs would be affected with the wave of AI. That's what Goldman Sachs has to tell. IBM will stop hiring. And if you just see the most craziest thing, a, a billionaire behind Nvidia just got $10 billion richer in one day. Can you ever even think in the human history, right? Somebody became like $10 billion richer in one day. If you think it is crazy, type crazy in the chat, right? If you see industrial revolution, lakhs of people had to work, right, to make $1 billion. Then the IT revolution came. What happened in IT revolution? Not like many people had to work, right? It's like even very few people with the computers or like something they were able to go about. Now today the brands, right, like the biggest things, it's because happening because of like AI, right? And that is why I will tell you, learning these skill sets can help you get an unfair advantage. And even Bill Gates tell, AI is going to be a good tutor to as a human, but payoff in education will take time. Whatever problem the education system had, like we'll be able to fix it, right? I've seen your pick with Beat Biceps. That's amazing. Thank you, Shruti. Yep. Um, See, the most important thing now, I will just tell you, it's all about like supply and demand. You should actually learn where there is less supply and like more demand. When very few people know, you get unfair advantage. Do you guys agree or not? Or else we become a commodity, right? Just like when you go to a vegetable shop, one guy is telling tomato, 10 rupees. Another guy will tell tomato, 8 rupees. Another guy will tell tomato, 5 rupees, right? And people go to him, right? Whereas if you learn something like unique and different, no matter what, if someone bargains or something also, like you will be able to get whatever you want. And that's my entire goal. And my mission is like very simple. I want to make sure that I show you the right way where I will be showing you with real time examples, bringing billionaires, showing their thought process, thinking, so that like you will be able to reach your goals much faster, right? Creating more millionaires and billionaires. And that is what it is all about. Now, for you to get a context about what I do, right? See, I was just like an engineer, just like everyone over here, right? I got started in 2019 studying in Reva University. I used to attend like a lot of events. And then I was like depressed one time, right? I didn't had like some good team members. Team members were like living and coming. It's same like feeling like a breakup. Do you guys agree or not? When you like someone and when they leave you, it's like a breakup, right? Like you feel like depressed, like you won't be happy, all those things. And the same situation I was there when I was doing my engineering in my final year. Then I figured out I have to learn something. I have two choices, either like crib and cry in one place or like do something significant where I'm able to add value to the people. That's when I realized I have to start attending events. And that's how I started to go to like various events, organizing. I was organizing a lot of events in my engineering college itself. Like you guys can see, I was over here meeting the all the directors, like the chancellors, and attending was part of like various social service events. You guys know Dan Utsav, right? It is one of the India's largest social service event where we used to go to different orphanages, places, and these are all like various digital marketers, right? You guys must have seen some of them on like YouTube or like somewhere. Type in yes in the chat if you would have seen them, right? And then I started to attend like various events, then organize like various virtual summits where I brought in like billionaires and all, so that like we understand the cutting edge strategies, what works right now today, right? And I also went to like Dubai, Nas Daily. And if you guys know anyone here, type in crazy in the chat or like the name when Nas, Ranveer Allahabadia, right, or Dhruva Rathi, all of the craziest top 1% creators in India, so that I will be able to learn and share with you guys, right? And that is how everything got started. Now, one fine day, I was figuring out who are the most successful people whom I can actually learn from, right? And what made them so successful. And I actually stumbled upon one person, okay, and he is this guy. And because of this guy, my life got changed completely, and I came into AI also, right? And this was that guy who went to like $5 in his bank account and then planning to go to the moon. Can you guys guess whose name is? What's his name? Right? And this guy changed my life completely. A guy who didn't had any money with $5, he went to USA and built massive companies. Massive companies means I'm not just talking about 1 crore or like 10 crores. I'm talking about people who have created companies which is worth 60,000 crores, right? Now I can in fact show you a documentary. Just type number one in the chat, okay? So that I'll just play a short, a minute, 1 minute clip of that, like so that you guys get an idea about who was that person who basically introduced me to the AI era, right? Into AI, and why I came into this AI, like you'll be able to get an idea, right? Type in number one in the chat.
That is just unbelievable. So people talk about, you know, honey, I'll take you to the moon. I brought the moon to you. Imagine that. Right? This particular meteorite fell last year in California, and I was less valuable burnt rock.
Never-ending collection of rocks from outer space. He said they were worth over $9 million, a drop in the ocean for a man with a personal wealth estimated.
See, this was the most craziest thing I figured out. In a showcase, Naveen Jain was having rocks, right, which was worth $9 million. $9 million is 72 crores. Now, that day I asked this question: if I do an engineering or like if I do a job, will I be able to earn 72 crores? What do you guys think? The answer is yes or no, right? Within the next 1 year or like something, right? No matter how much hard work I do or like smart work I do, will I be able to reach that goal? Right? Let me know, guys, everyone in the chat. Right? No, answer is no. Then I figured out I have to learn from this person. And that's when I interviewed him, and that's how I recently went to all the way to like USA so that I learned directly from him. And this is what he has to tell. I asked him what is the mindset, skill set, tool set required to succeed in the AI era. You guys can listen over here.
As is, but what it can be. Anytime there is a technology or set of technologies,
build and creating such
anytime they
build and to meet you, and super excited for it.
Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you. Yeah, Naveen Jain, I'm so curious, and I'm so thankful to meet you. This is our second time meeting. We met in the 2021, and now, right now, on the artificial intelligence era, like there is so much of things going on, right? Where do you see the things? What is the mindset, skill set, tool? See, now what I'm doing is you directly learning. This is what I call like experienced and exponential learning, where I'm bringing like a billionaire to come and teach and share with you what is his thoughts after building like a 60,000 crore company, right? You can just listen and note it down in your notes, okay? Tool set required to succeed in this era.
Well, first of all, the mindset has nothing to do with AI. You have to be able to believe in the possibilities of the world that is going to be better than it is today. You have to look at the world not as is, but what it can be. Anytime there is a technology or set of technologies that are disruptive, that means the current market leaders are no longer at an advantage because the new players can now build a completely new way of thinking, new way of doing things, and they can build a new business altogether. That means every entrepreneur should be looking at these technologies as a way to disrupt the current market leaders. So to me, some of the best times to start a company is when there is, things are not as good, because this is the time that everyone is afraid. They're afraid of their own shadow. People go inside the shell. That's the time for innovators to come out and look at the world of possibilities. And as opposed to really looking at the doomsday scenarios about everything that's happening around us, look at the world and saying, look, we are living in one of the most peaceful time in the human history. Yes, there are wars. Yes, there are problems. But for every single problem, these are the opportunities for someone to solve them. And
do you guys agree or not? No matter how many problems are there, we can still solve it, and that is why we are here, right? Type in the word impossible is like possible, okay, in the chat so that everyone remembers that. And it's all like you have to believe, right? Today you have the best technology, even the greatest kings and queens also were not able to have. And today you have that, right? With that mindset, like when you start working, like you will be able to get ahead. Now, in fact, I can actually show you how and where we are heading towards, okay, in this era. What are the things like you will be able to do, you will be able to succeed, and what are the things like you will be able to get. Now, in fact, I can show you with an diagram over here, right? Now, if you just see the first era, right? Like if you see dot-com bubble, and that is when like Naveen Jain all became so successful in the early 2000, right? When like software, like the internet companies like Microsoft came and like Moon Express, like Bio, like various companies. That's when he also became like a billionaire. That was the first wave. Second wave is like the real estate. Do you guys agree or not? How many times you would have seen your parents going in some main road like MG road or like some main road? They must have told you, right? 40 years back, if I would have invested 2 lakhs, today that site value or like that house value will be 2 crores. Do you guys agree with it? Type in yes in the chat, right? And that was the real estate bubble. And then the third came like cryptocurrency. Imagine if you would have invested like $100 in early 2010, 11, or 13. Today you will be like a multi-millionaire, right? And that is the exponentiality. Now, crypto revolution over, real estate over, and now we are at the time where there is AI revolution happening, where like you'll be able to get all the incredible things at an incredible time, right? And that is what it is. Now, what I want you to analyze and think and work upon is, if you just see the three waves. See, in the first wave, they were like more like what I mean. They were like the kings and the queens. Do you guys agree or not? India was a country where there were like lot of kings or like queens, right? Like 300, 500 years back, they were like the people who were like dominating, the kings, the government. They were like the main people. And then the second era came, where the big corporations, right? The big corporation, the government was like losing the money. The big corporations were the market leaders. Now, a big corporation example is like Reliance, right? If you just see in our country, Reliance is one of the big players who is able to do a lot of things, right? Um, and then like Apple, like Microsoft, all of these companies. And then now, if you see, now the next players, can anyone guess what is the third wave, right? Where everybody in the world will be able to grab it. Can you guys guess? Rishabh Love from California, that's great. Can you guys guess what is the third wave? See, the billion-dollar companies were created by kings, governments before, right? And then they came corporations, right? Like Apple, Microsoft. And what do you think is the third, right? Who is the third phase? Like, who are the people who will be able to basically create massive empire, like billion-dollar, trillion-dollar ecosystem? Can anyone guess? Right? I'll see who can guess it right. Someone we all can relate with them. Okay, it's not like a big company. We all can relate with them. Can anyone guess what is that and who are they? Right? I want you guys to think. See, and that is what I want to tell is, we all have that mindset, right? Like John D. Rockefeller. How many of you know him? John D. Rockefeller, right? One of the wealthiest guys in the human history. He had this mindset of like creating more workers instead of thinkers, right? He wanted to create more workers. But I believe I want to create more thinkers, because only when you think, you will be able to make money, right? And Mathis is telling anyone in the world. Yeah, see, the third wave is like the people. I will just show you the example, right? Who are the people who are going to create the next $1 billion and like even $1 trillion? How many of you know this guy? Can you guys comment his name in the chat, right? One of the top YouTubers in the world, right? Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, a single personal brand, was able to get $100 million checks, $200 million checks from company, right? Can you guys even imagine that, right? Just a single person able to get $1 million checks, right? It's like so crazy, and it's through a personal brand. Now, even if you see Elon Musk, he is one of the greatest examples for like personal brand, and that is why I will tell you guys, right? You have to create your own personal brand. Now, do you guys agree or not? The resumes have lost its value. What happens in our school and college system? They always tell you have to secure like 10 out of 10 CGPA. You have to get A grades. Now, we all studied so hard in the school, right? What's the value of that? right? It's like just a piece of paper. It's just like to go into that entry, right? But you have to do something significant. Only then, like you'll be able to show. And that is what I done. Creating your own personal brand. Michael Jordan, Sachin Tendulkar, right? Virat Kohli. If they're able to do like one brand endorsement or like something, people are ready to pay multiple millions. And that is what with the help of AI, like you will be able to create so much of content and everything. Do you guys agree or not? Type in yes in the chat, right? With the help of AI, like you will be able to do whatever you want. And if you see in the last few years, in 2011 to like for Instagram, with just 13 members, they were able to create $1 billion company, $1 billion enterprise, right? And now in 2023, if you guys want to create a company with just even three people, like you can go to like $1 billion, right? Don't you think it's crazy? I'll tell you how, right? Type in how in the chat. See, the CEO of the company who is going to be putting the North Star, who is going to put out the plan, okay, where we are heading towards. And the chief operating officer, it's like one person thinks of the strategy, another person is put in operation. Like you start planting and another person will be cutting the leaves. And then a chief AI officer who basically plans where and all we can use AI. Okay, what are the seven departments in business? Marketing, okay, we can use that. Accounting, how we can do accounting better. Support, right? How we can get better R&D, research and development. All these things AI will be able to do. Yep, absolutely. And that is the most craziest and amazing thing. And you becoming your own architect, right? Everyone type architect in the chat, right? And that is what I want you all to become. I want you all have to have the control of the time freedom, travel freedom, and have the complete control with the power of AI. You don't even need to go and ask someone. You want to learn about how to cook, you can ask AI. If you want to lose how to lose weight, you can ask AI, right? And that's the most craziest thing. Now, why do I mean? Why am I specifically so much about AI? If you just see the top $10 billion companies, right? Amazon, Microsoft, Meta, Facebook, Google, Tesla, Nvidia. What is the common thing out of all these seven companies, right? Everybody is using AI, artificial intelligence. Do you guys agree? Type in yes in the chat, right? Everybody is using AI, and that is why we also should use AI. It's going to be foolish if we don't use AI, right? You guys agree or not? When everybody is using, like we have to use it, right? Even if you see 2022 November 30th, right? ChatGPT took just like 2 months. What TikTok had to take like 9 months to reach to that so many people, right? Like YouTube, Instagram, all those things, right? And that is why by you using AI in the right way, like you will be able to create some of the most incredible things. Now, a simple question to you guys. Who was the person of the year 2023? Right? Can you guys tell me? As per the Time magazine, who was the person of the year? Who can guess it right? Let's see. Person of the year. Who was the person of the year? Elon Musk? No. See, the person of the year means like the top CEO, right? As per the Times magazine. Can anyone guess it? I want you guys to think, okay? Taylor Swift, yeah, Kashi is correct. But I want to ask you who was the CEO of the year, right?
Hello, Elon.
What? You guys can put it in the chat. People in not what must see by far the best and ethically good. Yeah, awesome, Richika. Yeah, see, if you just see, Sam Altman was one of the top CEOs. Like, if you just see over here, you will be able to see her, right? Um, you
Sir,
can
your
just see.
voice is break.
Can you hear me now? You guys are able to hear me properly? Yeah. Now, if you see over here, like Sam Altman was the CEO of the year, right? Now, what are the things we can learn, right? AI is the next future. AI is the next big thing. Now, I want you to start thinking what are the things what we can do so that like we can also implement to in order to grow there. And that is what I call like the non-conventional way of thinking, right? How many of you want to learn that, right? Type in non-convention in the chat, okay? I will just show you how you have to think and how you have to ask the right prompt in ChatGPT and what are the qualities like you should in fact have, right? And because only while I show you that, and that is how it becomes easier for you to think and like literally create incredible results for yourself, right? And that is the main plan which I have for you guys, right? Now, for you to understand that, first I'll give you a little bit context of AI, and then I'll show you how to ask right questions in AI. Okay. Now, if you just see what is ChatGPT. ChatGPT is one of the greatest revolutionary invention ever in the human mankind. And I'll just tell you in the most simplest way, okay, how this exact technology works. ChatGPT, it's like chatting with the GPT, generate you pre-trained transformer. Now, what happens? There is a pre-training, large amount of data is being fed. ChatGPT is someone like 5 Harvard degrees or Stanford degrees. You put a question and it gives you like instantly answer. Okay, here's the question. Here is the solution. Now, this transformers lot of amount of data is being fed. It has read all the blogs, all the Twitter thread, everything. Now, when you ask any question, it gives you like a personalized output, personalized answer to you. And this is how the education system has to be. Now, if you see the current education system, it tells everybody, like, everybody has to read this trigonometry, everybody has to read that. But who wants to read everything, right? If you want to become a dancer, nowhere trigonometry is related to you. Now, with the help of ChatGPT, you get a personalized answer output based on what you want. Now, fine tuning. Now, if you see all these prompt engineers and everyone, these guys will fine tune it. They will just tell, okay, this answer is correct, this answer is not correct. Now, AI, they keep on asking the questions and they're fine tuning it. Now, generative pre-trained transformer 3, 4. Now, imagine if 5 comes or 6 comes, how much advanced it's going to be. Type in awesome in the chat, right? If you guys love the technology behind ChatGPT, right? See, this is something been existing for so many years as well, but it came access for common people like you and me and everyone from last year.
ये मोटा बहन के लोड़े
It is able to
मच्छर की झाट गांडू मरती चूत तेरी तख्तों के सौदागर
we can unmute or remove them. Just mute. Okay. Okay, guys. So we'll continue, right? Maybe the team you can unmute, like you can remove the person who is shouting. And yeah, I was telling you, basically, it's like you just have to understand from where you want to ask the question, and like you have to put those questions, and like you'll be able to get the output. And if you just see over here, this is how exactly you will have the visitors. If you see in November 2022, there were like so many visitors. In February, like so many visitors came. Now, I was telling you about the non-convention way of thinking, how exactly you have to think. I will just show you with an example and how you have to ask it, right?
जिसने फेंका वो भी बेटी चोट
I'll just play the video for you guys. Just a second. I'll just mute. Savagya, are you able to remove them? Who is shouting? Are you guys able to hear me now properly? Okay, great. I'll just play this video and then show you exactly how you have to. Okay.
Rockets were not built that way. Rockets were built as one monolithic thing. And what if you could be modular? What if rockets could be reused? We don't throw away a plane every time we travel, so why do we throw away the rocket? And all these things is what allowed us to do things differently. And this particular same type of thinking can be applied to almost every problem. And we can go through literally the largest problem facing humanity, whether it is a world hunger problem, and as opposed to figuring out how do we grow more food, how do we distribute food better, how do we stop this wastage of food. Yes, all those things need to be done, but what if somebody were to ask a question saying, why do we eat food? And the reason we need food is because we need energy and we need nutrition. What are the other ways we can get nutrition and energy? And suddenly the problem of world hunger becomes a totally different set of problems than simply same thing could be.
See, now over here, if you just see, it is the most different way of thinking, right? And that is what exactly I want you guys to learn. Now, how you will be able to basically get that level of thinking is like very simple. Now, what we can learn from Sam Altman, right? Like he was the person of the year, right? What are the things like we can do? Now, usually, how do people pray to God, right? Like, let me know, guys, in the chat, right? What are the things? If somebody has to learn from Sam Altman, right? What are the things like what are the things like you be learning from Sam? Let me know, guys, in the chat, right? How and what are the things like you'll be learning from Sam? What are the things like you'll see in him, and how are you going to implement it, right? Usually, most people they watch like a lot of videos on YouTube or like podcasts. That's good, but how do you exactly think, right? Can you guys think and tell me in the chat? What will you learn and how are you going to implement, right? And you want to know the secret, right? Type in the secret in the chat so that I will tell you like a plan exactly how you have to start asking the questions, right? So that you will be able to manifest, get your dream job, start your company, whatever you want, right? And it's one of the most beautiful times ever in the human history we are right now, right? And awesome. Now I will show you exactly how you have to go and ask and everything. Now, see, this is the most important thing. Now, most people they pray to God like this. God, many people often ask the God, I want a great job. I want money. I want promotion. I want luxury car, luxurious watch, vacation, wife, kids. Do you guys agree or not? Type in yes in the chat, right? Type in yes in the chat so that I agree, right? Like so that you guys agree. But what differentiates the 1% is they don't pray to God like that. They pray to the God, give me the strength to face the challenge, asking for like resilience, greater challenges, right? For the self-improvement, commitment to give my best, right? What I can do to give my best, divine support and effort, trusting in the higher support and getting the most important things. What I ask God is like God, give me the top 10 reasons, right? Like how what can make me successful? What are the virtues? What are the character traits, right? And what are the education? Like what are the traits? What are the beliefs? What are the qualities? What are the common patterns? What made them so successful? Do you guys agree or not? That's the most important thing. Some people try to ask routine, right? Routines is not important, right? Some people wake up at 4 o'clock. Some people take 3 times ice bath. It doesn't mean we also have to take 3 times ice bath, right? To get there. Do you guys agree or not? Type in awesome in the chat if you guys understood this. Now, what you have to do is go to like ChatGPT and you can ask these questions, right? Okay. Now, who is your role model? Let me know, guys, in the chat. Who is the role model for you guys? Tell me, guys, in the chat so that I will put out the question, right? And we'll be able to get the output. We will be able to get a better understanding and this thing from ChatGPT. I'll just show you how I'm going to ask the question and stuff, right? Sundar Pichai. Okay. Now, which year are you right now, Lakshay? Just tell me in the chat, okay? Now, what I can do. Hi, ChatGPT. I am currently doing my engineering from NIT. I am in my fourth year, and my inspiration is Sundar Pichai. I want to become like him. Now I have put this prompt. Okay, now I'm going to ask this question, and this is nothing but like the prompt. Give me the top 10 reasons, his virtues, top beliefs, everything. Now, if you want to become anybody in the world, right, whether it is Bill Gates or like Steve Jobs, you just go and put this prompt and just click enter. Right now, you will be able to get exactly what can make you like him. Right, you guys can read it and tell me how it is. Right? Top 10 reasons. Dedication, continuous learning and growing, strong education background, IIT, exceptional skills, insane team building, adaptability in ever evolving tech industry, top virtues, integrity, humility, curiosity, patience, perseverance, empathy, adaptation, open mindedness, accountability, respect for diversity, top traits. Do you guys agree or not? These are the top traits. If you agree with it, type in awesome in the chat, right? Ambitious, empathetic, right? Resilience, top beliefs. You should understand technology, education, right? Team qualities, visionary thinking. Now, if you start preparing, now what you can also do is I can ask ChatGPT. Hi ChatGPT, give me like an action plan for the next 365 days, what I need to do and what I need not do if I were to reach the goal and become a CEO of a top company. Give me a step-by-step plan. Now, this is the prompt where I'm asking the question, okay, what exactly I need to do in order to get there. Now, see, it is giving us a plan, self-assessment, know your strengths, know your weakness, understand your goal, continuous learning, right? Mentorship, have your updated LinkedIn, right? Leadership skills, right? All the things, whatever is required. Do you guys agree or not? Within a second, like you are able to get it, right? Now, how many of you here want to go to gym, right? Type in gym in the chat, okay? Or like personal trainer, type in PT in the chat. And what is the goal like you have? Let me know, guys, in the chat, right? You want six packs, like boys and girls, like let me know what's your goal, right? What do you want to achieve? Let me know in the chat. Now, I will also show you how you can save money, right? Than you having like a personal trainer, how you can go out and create your own GPT where you will be able to train it in a way that it is going to tell you exactly uh, what you need to do, what you need not to, right? Let me know in the chat, guys, so that I can show you with like real time example, right? All these things like you will be able to do with the power of chat GPT, right? And the same thing like you will be able to apply in various other tools as well. And that's one of the examples. Now I can actually show you another tool. Just like how ChatGPT is there, there is another incredible tool which is like called like Google Bard, right? And there is another tool which is also like absolutely for free, like you can use it. Now the disadvantage with like ChatGPT is it won't give you like real time data. Now if I just ask, hi ChatGPT, let me know who is the president of India, right? And the most amazing thing is even if I type wrong spellings, it can recorrect it. See, it is telling Ramnath Kovind, right? Is it right or wrong? Let me know, guys, in the chat, right? See, it does not has like real time data because the data is being fed like couple of what is that like couple of years back, right? Whereas if you come to like Google Bard and if you come and ask who is the president of India, it is going to give you like the real time answer. Srimati Draupadi Murmu. Do you guys agree or not? Right? Type in which one you like the most, Bard or like ChatGPT. I'll also share with you the link of Google Bard over here in the chat. Like this, you can in fact go and do whatever you want, and that is one of the best ways what how you'll be able to use AI. And it's all about now. I asked you, I went and asked in ChatGPT, right? Like the question. Now, for you to basically go out there and like create really good output, you have to ask questions in this format, right? And yeah, Shruti, thank you. Glad you guys are liking it. Now, these are the ways how you have to ask questions, right? Um, and I want you guys to take proper notes also, okay, so that you implement wherever you want. Now, whatever problem you have as an engineer, right? Note down all the problems, and then how you can go and ask the prompt. The prompt should have five most important things. The first thing is you have to tell the task properly on the top, right? The most important instruction, do it, because see, we are humans, right? Humans can literally do so many decisions within a second and a minute. Now for AI, you have to give a context, right? You must have heard, right? Like computer is a dumb machine. We humans are like smart, right? Yeah, absolutely. But for AI, you have to give the context. You have to tell what is the main task it has to do on the top, right? And second, you the instructions. Tell it how you want it. You want pointers way, tell it like that. You want to start like in this way. You like proper instructions. Tell the context. If you don't tell proper context, you don't understand. And third thing is parameters. You have to tell, don't use too much narratives. Yumi, which is personalized to an engineer, right, who is studying in a third year engineering, right? If you want to start a business, tell it very specifically. I am from India. I am from Tiruchi. I am from Warangal. I am from Bangalore, right? Give more context to it. And then input the right data and information. If you input right data, it gives a right output. How many of you must have read in your computer science, right? Or like in your P cycle or C cycle in the starting, garbage in, garbage out. Type in GIGO in the chat, okay? If you feed the right information, you get the right information out. If you put the wrong information in, you get the wrong output. And that's why you have to make sure that ask the right questions, okay? And the rules, you have to make sure that like you follow properly, right? And that should be the exact prompt format. Now, also, I'll show you another example, okay, where you will be able to get like your favorite book summary, right? Name a book, right? Your favorite book. Tell me, guys, in the chat. What's your favorite book name? I will show with ChatGPT instead of you reading the whole book. I'll show you how you can instantly get the output for your answer. And this is the prompt you guys can use it. Okay. The Alchemist. That's great. Now, what I will do is write the book summary of. I will just type the word Alchemist. Okay. Now, this is one of the ways. See, this is what an immature prompt guy who is going to search in ChatGPT is going to do. Now it is giving us so many things, right? Personal legend, spirituality, courage, and it has given like too much of information. We are not able to understand exactly how to go about. Now, if you want to get like really good output, we have to ask question like this, right? Now, write a book summary, give me in short 10 to 15 pointers way, right? In that you can ask, or else like you can ask in this way. The level 3 prompt, this is what I call the most amazing way of asking the question. Now, imagine this is the question. What I'll do is I'll just put the question over here and just type the book name. Now see, as our friend Lakshay Sharma has told, The Alchemist, you just come and type the book name over here, right? Like this, you can just come and type whichever book you want and tell me in the short paragraph, explain me what are the things, use the following tone, right? Apply the analogy. Now I'm just going to copy this prompt and come here and paste it, right? And now it is going to give much better context based upon what exactly we are looking for. And if you see here, give me in table, right? Uh, Please give me, I'll just tell it in a table. Give me in a table. See, now it becomes so easy for our humans to learn, right? And you guys can see here, How is this, guys? Let me know. Pursuing your dreams. Brief explanation throughout the book. Identify your personal legend, action steps. Reflect on your passion and aspirations. Right? Example. Right? There is action step. Now, instead of we trying to learn, you can learn and digest your exam. Right? Okay. From second lesson, what's that? Listen to your heart. Make decisions that align with your heart's calling, right? Third, embracing setback. When you face challenges, you find lessons. Now, Lakshay and everyone, do you guys agree or not? Through that way, you will be able to get much better context and much better output about what exactly like you are looking for. It can help you save like a lot of time, energy, and instead of you trying to read everything, you can just come here, put a prompt, and like you'll be able to get the output. Do you guys agree? Type in yes in the chat. Now, based on whatever your problem is, right? And my problem, now imagine, let me know, guys, like what is the problem? I can put that, right? And I can get an output for that. Now, I'll just tell, hi, ChatGPT. I am looking for like a team member, right? I am depressed because I am not able to get a co-founder. From this book, what is the context I can learn and implement? Give me in the table format. Now, one of the best way is like this. You guys can go and put out your problem, okay? And you just type whatever the book name, and it is going to give you the output which is going to solve your problem, right? And if you think mind blown away, just type mind blown away in the chat, right? MBA, just type MBA in the chat. Okay. Now, if you guys see, this is how it has given the output. Clarify your visions and values, right? Listening to your heart, pay attention to your gut feeling during the meeting, embracing setback. Don't be discouraged, right? And this is how like you will be able to save so much of your time, energy, and money and everything, so that literally like you will be able to get the output. Now, with that being said, you can also watch some of the most incredible YouTube interviews, right? How many of you here watch podcast? Type in podcast in the chat, okay? I want everyone to answer podcast in the chat. How many of you watch it? And I will show you one of the best ways, right? How you will be able to get like podcast summaries and things. I have brought like most incredible entrepreneurs, right? Where they are able to share their decades of years of experience. And here is a guy who has taken his company to uh, close to like more than $500 million, right? And he's sharing his experience. And if you guys can see over here, like you will
Billion
be
dollars.
able to
That
get
is
an
more than
idea.
4,000 crores in Indian rupees. Through his expertise in technology and AI, he has shared in.
If you see here, I'm asking
It
him a question.
sounds like they don't want to do the work
How
and they
to
just want
how to reach to $1 million, right? I'm asking him what is the best way, how we'll be able to. Can you please let me know when GPT was open to all? Yeah, in a second, I'll just tell you. You can just see this first,
a
okay?
ready-made, a system that they can just follow and be successful. There is no such thing as a five principle that I can give you that can help you reach $1 million. Okay. The idea is this. First, you need to figure out what are you good at? What is your passion? What drives you?
Now, if you see, this interview is going to be like 1 hour, but if you want to get the output, right? Like, okay, you want only that one answer, what you're looking for. You can come and install this plugin. This plugin name is called like Merlin, Merlin. Like you can just download it from the Google Chrome. Like you just have to open that plugin. And if you see here, I can literally come here and put whatever answer which focus on solving the problem, right? I can come here and see, okay, 32 minutes, what's happening? I can just come here and I can literally see the pointers
A lot
also,
of people.
and I can also see the text also, so that both I'm able to read. right? Isn't it amazing? Type it amazing in the chat.
Have this question, right? How can we monetize ChatGPT and other AI tools? Because right now, every day there is so many AI tools coming, and it has created like the buzz, like the cryptocurrency 4 5 years back, NFTs and the web, all these things.
Okay, so the I'm repeatedly getting these questions, and that is telling me that a lot of people may not be getting exactly what I'm trying to say here. Okay, try to understand what I'm saying. Monetization, making money, success is not about what tool can I use, how can I use it, how ChatGPT is going to help me make money, how is going to help me make money. First, understand what problem are you going to solve for people.
See, do you guys agree or not? Learning from these experts, right, from the Silicon Valley, from who are in US, who have done so many incredible things, can help us save like so much of time, energy, and money. Do you guys agree with it? Type in yes in the chat, right? And this is what exactly it is all about. Learning from them. I also want you to watch this interview afterwards. Okay, how many of you are going to watch it? Type in yes in the chat. I've just posted that link in the chat, and you guys can also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out any other interviews what I'll be doing in the future coming days, right? And that is what it's all about. If you have the power of visualizing, if you're having the power of asking the right questions, and the most important thing is like right now only everything has got started, right? Adaptation, early adopters, like if you wait even for a few years, even our grandparents and even they'll also be using it. And the only thing, you cannot conquer the world, but you can serve the world. That's what even Naveen Jain, my mentor, has to tell. And if you want to become really good at what you have to do, you have to know this one incredible thing. If you know this one thing, like you will be able to get whatever you want, right? Imagination. Do you guys agree or not? Whatever innovation, whatever you want to achieve, if you cannot imagine, you can never achieve it, right? You have to first dream it, right? The world is for like dreamers. If you can dream it, you can do it. Type it, dream in the chat, okay? If you agree with it, if you imagine, if you are able to visualize, if you are at the right direction, if you are in the right environment, like you will be able to get to achieve whatever you want in life, right? And you should also be like very curious, and these are the principles, right? What I'm telling you, these are the things only while you are able to learn that things, and that is what can help you to succeed, and that is what can help you to get the success what you want, right? And yeah, and that's the most important thing. With that, I'll also tell you the next things. uh, the next thing is all about hmm, questioning, right? If you want to become like, really good at what you do, like it's all about how you question yourself, like how you ask it, right? And that is what can help you to come up and question. Just a second. A second. Got it. And yeah, and that's what, guys, it's all about. And now you guys are able to see that potential, right? With the power of AI, with the help of like ChatGPT. And if you see, like there are various other tools also where like you can use it, right? Uh, 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 how many of you create presentations? Type in presentation in the chat, okay? Um, I will actually try to open that tool, which can actually help you to create like world-class presentation in fraction of few minutes. Yeah, before that, I'll also show you another tool. If you guys see all the incredible images, right? Like some people create very, very good images. What someone can take like hours and weeks, like you will be able to do in like matter of like what I can tell, matter of few seconds, which I call mid journey, right? And this is like that can help you to get images, right? And that's one of the most amazing thing. You can just put the question tab, and like you will be able to get the output. Now imagine if you just put the question like I want so and so this thing like image. I want uh, like a sound system within a fraction of a second able to get the image, right? And for dentists, like these are the teeth. Like some of my team members, they were exploring if they were to get whatever image, and I was seeing the efficiency. What a graphic designer can take like 1 hour or like 3 hours, we are able to get those design done within like few seconds, right? And that is what it is, like text to image. You can use the tool like Midjourney. And when it comes down to uh, text based, like ChatGPT is best, and like Google Bard is best, and there are like other hundreds of tools, right? Because of time limitation, I won't be able to show you everything. And the most amazing thing is you can use even for like coding also, right? You can just put like Google Bard or like ChatGPT, help me with the Fibonacci series or like whatever you want, right? And it is going to give you the code, and you just have to copy and paste whether it is Java, Python, C, C++, right? And that's the thing, guys. And the most amazing thing is in the next 500, like half of the Fortune 500 companies won't exist in the next 5 years. Now it is us who can create the next big company. Do you agree with it? Do you believe? Just type I in the chat. I believe. Everyone tell I believe in the chat. Okay. It's all like through you guys, because you guys are the next generation leaders who will create more employment and more opportunities for more people, right? And that's the thing, learning that. And even Narendra Modi also was speaking in like US couple of months back on June, right? Narendra Modi was giving the speech in the US where he said AI is America and India, right? Did you guys like that way, right? And that is what it is all about. And that is what can help you to get incredible results for yourself, right? And yep, and then uh, if you see the fastest economy right now, India is like growing so fast. And one of the goals and dreams, what I truly believe is India is the third largest startup ecosystem in the world, right? And there are like so many unicorns, everything formed. But our goal is like we have to take our country to the number one. Do you guys agree or not? With everyone's support, like we will be able to reach there. If you agree, type in yes in the chat, right? By we taking action, by we striving and we working upon, like we will be able to reach there, right? And it's like you have to go 100%. Only then like you will be able to reach there, right? Type in 100% in the chat. Satya Nadella, how did he became the chief executive officer at Microsoft? He gave his 100%. And Sundar Pichai, right? How what made him so successful? Even he gave his 100%, and that is what it is all about. Now, even if you guys want to do it, you need to give your 100%, right? Now, what I want to do is like I want you guys to do affirmation. Are you guys ready? Right, and then I'll be after the affirmation and stuff. Then I'll be running question answer and everything. Right? Are you guys ready for the affirmation? Type in yes in the chat. And this is the affirmation. You guys can just repeat after me whatever I'm going to tell. This is something which I learned from Naveen Jain. And you guys can also take a screenshot of this, right? And make a video, and like you can post it even on the Instagram and tag me as well as like Naveen Jain in that video, right? Are you guys ready? Type in ready in the chat, or like type in one. All you have to do is take your right hand up, place it on your heart, and just repeat after me, right? I am going to dream so big. You guys all can repeat, okay? Take your right hand up and place it on your heart. I am going to dream so big. People think I'm crazy. I will never be afraid to fail. I will never think anything is impossible to me, because it becomes impossible for me. I will have a mindset of abundance. Never think of scarcity. right talent will be attracted by your obsession and inspiration. Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys, for doing the affirmation. And see, this is something which you guys can also practice it because it's very powerful. My life got transformed after doing this. It can help you out as well, right? To a large extent. And that is what I'll also tell you. And then also I'll share with you, these are like the 50 ideas. Type in 50 in the chat, okay? For everybody who is going to type 50, I'm going to share with you 50 ideas, what you can do, how you can start your business with like less than $0 or like less than $100. Means with no investment, how you can start your business, right? Type in 50 in the chat. How many of you are excited for that? Right? You don't need any money, you don't need any investment.